I have to have X in order to be happy. Now, this is kind of an interesting thing to consider as far as what are the things that you're dependent on, and the things that if you do not have them, you feel that you cannot be happy, you cannot be fulfilled, or life is not worth living, or whatever, if you cannot have this certain thing. Now, it's interesting how some of these things can actually boil down a lot to pretty basic things in life. The thing that the reason why this topic is on my mind is because it's the new year. I'm doing a kind of a little reset diet here for about a week, and so the normal pleasure that I derive from food, I'm simply not able to to get that. So it's just kind of like this one area of my life that is a consistent source of pleasure. Like I mean, it's very rare. There's not a meal that I don't enjoy in some way, right? Like, so you think about like 3, 4, maybe even more times a day. Um, you know, I get to experience something that brings me pleasure normally, but right now, not so much. Now, is there some pleasure gained from eating a carrot or an avocado? There is maybe a little pleasure, but it starts getting pretty slender after a bit. And so, what I've sort of been trying to shift or experimenting, I guess, with shifting my thought process on this is rather than, oh, I'm poor me, I can't have any food, is, well, okay, food is not really in the picture now for a way to experience enjoyment. So if I'm going to experience enjoyment, it's going to come from somewhere else, right? So what else can I do? Like I kind of trying to just sort of write food off as a source of enjoyment, basically, and being like, okay, well, if I want to, enjoy my life in some way, if I have some free time, whatever, um, filling it up with food is not going to be the solution here. I'm gonna have to find something else. And so, I think I'm not an addiction expert, but I do feel like one part of the premise of addiction is that I can't enjoy life unless I have X. And so, it's kind of interesting at times to experiment with removing something that is a normal part of making life enjoyable, and seeing whether you can still be okay with having that thing removed. So, I suppose if you would say that one of my addictions is eating things that aren't vegetables, that's probably fairly accurate. And or that aren't raw vegetables, that'd be fairly accurate. And so this week I'm experimenting to see. Um, well, yes, I am experimenting, I guess, to see how I can deal with it, but that's not the reason I'm doing it. The reason I'm doing it is for the health benefits, I suppose. Um, anyway, that is the talk for today, and hopefully I will be perky enough to do another video yet.